So Marlon, tell us where this took place, this place where you rescued this little girl.
Well, where I rescued the little girl is on San Mateo. You know, it's like over the bridge. And the time I get to her house, you know, she was unconscious.
Start over. You were in the house. You heard a noise.
Yeah, I heard
Starting
it.
all over.
Yeah, I heard the kids making a lot of noise, so I went to see what happened. Then from there, the mom, everyone was crying, you know, making a lot of noise. So I said, "What happened?" He said, "The little girl stole our marble." So she said that the marble was right here.
How did you know to go over there? What happened? You were at home and you heard a noise, and then what did you do?
Well, I jumped inside the water to get where they live.
So you had to swim to her.
Yeah, swim towards where they live. And as soon as I get there, I saw the little girl, like, you know, like she passed away. So I said, you know, her face was different. You know, so what I do, I hold her in my hand, put her in a flap, then I start pumping her, you know.
Like CPR,
Yeah,
right?
CPR. Then I start talking to her. I say, "Can you hear me?" She said, no answer. So what I tell her little brother, get the dory over. Then I decide to pump again, start pumping the dory, heading.
So you were doing CPR in the dory,
in the dory
boat,
in
going
the boat.
across the
Yeah,
lagoon,
exactly.
having just swam to go get her.
Yeah. Then I start doing the CPR right inside the dory, heading like 5 to 6 minutes in the dory, next side to hold the crab.
Straight up, you're still
Yeah,
you're
still pumping.
And she's still unconscious?
She's still unconscious, but you know, when I'm pumping, you can hear her belly and make it like boom, boom, like, you know, you can feel it, you know. So what I did, I took her over the bridge, and as soon as I take her over the bridge, I can see a little.
How did you get her over the bridge?
Well, I put her on my shoulder.
Carried her.
Yeah, on my shoulder over the bridge. Then as soon as I see a taxi guy, his name is Che, I told him, here what, I need to get closer to Daniel. So as soon as we are inside the taxi, I start doing the same thing. Then she keep opening her eye, then I start talking to her.
Amazing.
Yeah, then she said, I tell her, can you hear me? He said, yeah. So I said,
She answered you.
she answered me.
Well, what happened to the marble?
Yeah,
Was
did
it
the
a
marble come out, Marlon? Did you ever see it?
No, the marble stuck. So her mom told me that she started touching the marble, but she did not know what to do, you know. And so as soon as I get to Daniel,
Dr. Daniel?
yeah, Dr. Daniel, he was taking a bath, you know. So I tell him, don't worry. And I got the little girl standing, so she was standing up, and I tell her, hear me, where you can feel anything around here? They say, yeah, I feel the marble right here.
She swallowed it.
Yeah, so I tell her, here what, that's good move. You are good.
Oh my.
Yeah, because the only thing that Marlo can do, you can.
Is that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So her mom say, take 1 day to take it out.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're a hero, my friend. You really are.
You must have been exhausted physically.
You don't sound
You
like it.
swam.
Yeah.
That all those minutes of CPR, which we all know from training,
Yeah.
is
It's exhausting.
rigorous, and then you carried a 10-year-old child up and over
Yeah.
the bridge.
What about the swimming now? Was that at night in the lagoon?
At night, yeah. Just
Then
like,
you mean the croc-infested lagoon you swam
Yeah.
through? The croc-infested lagoon that you had to swim through.
no, it's one mile, you know, it's just like something like from that post to here. So I just jump and jump again. So I get to their house. It's nothing like
It wasn't too far.
yeah, too far.
But still of all.
But still keeping your head together
But still-
and know what to do right.
Wow.
I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
And her dad, yeah, and her mom and dad, you know, really appreciate me. So
you saved her life, Mark.
yeah, I saved her life. And yesterday, to get her here, I went to her parents and explained, and the same thing happened. The parents say, Marlon, thank you for everything. You saved my daughter's life because I don't know what to do. That little girl, you can see her when she get here. It's clear, and her face get blue like she is
Yeah,
dead.
what color was her face? Describe that.
Like her face, you can see like it blue, like getting
Yeah, it's
blue.
blue. But you don't need oxygen.
Because she's not respirating, she's not breathing.
Wow.
She
Yeah.
was not breathing.
That's what we learned this Friday. You turn blue.
Yeah.
That's when you go from the Heimlich maneuver to the CPR.
Yeah.
When you see blue.
So another thing, what I do too, I should put her like this. Then I start, to help her. But the marble have already go more,
Stuck.
stuck. So you cannot do that. So they will not take it off.
So
what-
you knew you had to, the only other, so you then laid her down
Yeah, I lay her down in a flat.
and you
Then,
started.
then her mom, everyone start crying. They do not know what to do. Then as I start to pump her, that is where I can see a little change. Everything was changing. So I say it's better to do that. So
You observed it. You saw her starting to respond to the CPR.
Exactly. You can see like everything. You check her pulse. Everything was okay.
And you can see her face getting
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah, it's getting a little. You can see. Then when I asked her, she started saying, I said, do you feel anything? She said, yeah. It's right here, so that's better than nothing because here is where it's stuck. So nothing is passing through that pipe.
And you had just done this was 1 week after the training, after we took the training? About a week or so? How long after the training was
Like
this?
2 to 3 weeks roughly.
2 to 3 weeks
Yeah.
after that. And it
You
just came
remember
back
good.
to you, huh? Yeah, you remember.
You remember good. You did it just exactly like the book.
Yeah.
I mean, you have better memory than I would have, especially under those conditions.
Yeah.
If you guys see anything like that, don't either or you see something like that, you can try your best and help that person because me, I feel like that little girl going to pass away, but with the good Lord, it never made it. It never
Well, the good Lord and you.
Yeah.
Me.
And you.
Good Lord's helping you out.
I bet you never thought when you were taking that training like the rest with us, you just
You
never
just
really
think
think you
anything
were
will
gonna,
happen.
there you were.
Yeah, like her mom says she cannot do anything. She knew that little girl going to die. Exactly what she told me.
And she would have.
Yeah.
Chances are she would have
And
died.
half her sister, she is one of the tallest one and the oldest one.
Well, you're to be congratulated.
I'm really proud of you,
Yes,
Marlon.
I am too. And I think everybody in the first day.
I'm so glad you're my friend.
Well, anything happened to you, Laura? Laura,
I
she can
know,
show
I know who to call between Coy and you. I'm pretty good.
Yeah, you're covered.
Uh-huh. What's your last name, Marlon?
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez. Is the first name Marlon?
Marlon Gonzalez.
With an I or an O?
With Marlon. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 35.
The baby face, though.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Do you feel like this changed you?
Huh?
Did this change you at all?
Well, it helps a lot, because when you go into training, like what I tell a lot of them, when you go for something, you need to get real. You do not play, if you do not know something, go ahead and ask questions, then when it's time, then you can do your best, So when I do it, I like to be by myself and listen. If I do not know something, I go ahead and ask.
And now you know you could probably do anything, right?
Well, when
And
it
just
comes,
ask the questions you learn.
like when it comes to the test, I think I can.
I think
help
you
a lot
passed
of
the
people,
test. You think it would be a good class for your friends to take?
Yeah,
Offer?
yeah, it's good. Because I tell you, you can see that little girl. If their parents come, they want to explain to you what really happened. They will tell you.
Well, in that area you worked too, and where you were at, I don't know if there's a lot of people up there that know this type of thing.
No,
Well, I would
where
think
they
you're
say
it.
what they are,
Yeah,
where
that's what I
they-
mean.
Yeah, there's not everyone.
Yeah, you were there.
The same thing that I'm telling Susan. If the only thing that little girl is looking, I'm hungry. And
Came at home because
You
you're
were
hungry.
hungry.
Yeah, going to eat something.
You were awake.
Yeah, so I say, I got my little, because where we live, we do not have electricity. And I got a flashlight. That is where I flash, and I was seeing, like I say noise. Kids, sister, brother, mom, everyone making noise, crying. Someone.
So it was totally dark when you did all
Yeah.
that.
And you were hungry, so you could have your belly to think.
Yeah, so what I do, I put the flashlight in my mouth, so now I could probably put it in my mouth, then I was starting doing so I can look on her.
With the
mouth.
flashlight
With a
in
flashlight.
your mouth.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. It just gets more and more.
It just gets better and better.
This needs to be bigger than just than the San Pedro. I mean, it needs to go.
This is almost like world class.
Yeah, this is more world class news.
Oh,
mean,
I know.
I mean, this is